This is Eddie from Houston, Texas, USA. I love to listen to my music on ARI. Check out my YouTube channel, Devil Dog. Jonesy likes me. How about you?
Turn it on and turn it up. You're on Australian Radio Indie with Jonesy.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, Click that dial, we're going live. Jonesy's in the chair with the chillest vibe. Real talk, real laughs, no script in sight. Every convo hits just right. Late night rambles on morning gold. Stories untold and opinions bold. From deep thoughts to the fun and random. It's Radio Jonesy, can't help but stand on. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. Pull up a chair, bring your thoughts to the floor. Every voice matters, no closed door. We laugh, we learn, we vent, we play, and leave a little wiser every day. Maybe it's weird, maybe it's wise, but Jonesy got the spark that opens mine. Just you and the stream, forget the stress in a world full of noises to communicate. Like tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. No filters, no fade, just truth in the flow. Whether solo or guest on the show, a space to speak, to think, to roam with Jonesy on air. You're never alone. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. What the world? Radio Jonesy's that standout sound. Yeah. Conversations king and the vibe is free. Where the mic meets heart, that's where you'll be. Yeah, Radio Jonesy is more than a show. It's a voice, it's a vibe that the whole world. No, 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 no. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, welcome in. This is Radio Jonesy. I will be with you straight after this song. And here's another one from the Radio Jonesy Network.
Jonesy, turn it up, turn it up. Kick in the static, let the signal roar. Jonesy's talking, you want more. No scripts, no suits, just raw and loud. Say it like it is, stand out from the crowd. Midnight rants, all that morning blast. You blink and boom, the moment's past. Every combo hits like a runaway train. Truth and a mic running through your brain. Yeah, fire up the feed, let the people know this ain't your average radio show. Wow! Radio show, yeah, voice of the loud and the free. From the basement to the stars, we're breaking chains, not playing parts. Out of Radio Jones, oh, the real ones come to be. Turn it up, don't touch that dial. It's truth with grit and a rebel smile. Opinions clash, the sparks will fly, but it's all respect on the other side. No echo chamber, no fake facade, just real connection, and that's the night. You bring your thoughts, we light the match. just say it loud. You don't need perfect to make us proud. This is the place where voices rise and Jones is leading with open eyes. Saddle Radio Jones, hey, voice of the bold and the brave. You're true, you're fire, it's your stage. Let them talk, but we're too loud to cage. Travel Radio Jones, hey, where the misfits finally see that every word can start a flame, and every flame can carve a name. Yeah, Jonesy, 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 Radio Jonesy, 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 yeah, Radio, hey, Jonesy, 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 Radio Jonesy, 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 talk that hits like a git solo.
Yeah, welcome in. This is a cool Friday from Tasmania. And how are we all going out there in the world of YouTube? There's been high drama in Arkansas. There's all sorts of stuff going on the YouTube side of things. But in real life, I'll tell you what, we had a beautiful spring day yesterday, and today it is absolutely garbage. Yes, I said absolutely garbage. And little Charlie's laying on the mat as I am home alone. Oh, I'm really not home alone. I've got a junior Jonesy in the sick bed inside. The family spent a day in the hospital yesterday, which was rather troublesome. And troublesome. Well, it was troublesome. And let me see if I can just change angles. Well, not that one. Let's go over here. There we go. Yeah, it was rather... Have you ever heard of expanding brain nodules? And that was happening to a family member, and had to be rushed to emergency, and we were all tested for this because it's viral. And it was a bit at the moment after spending a long time in hospital, which for someone who never gets sick is a long time. And now she's home relaxing, recuperating, and on medication. And let's see how it goes over the next couple of days. But Demoose, good to see you. Shawnee Grows, always great to see you. Nikki Silver Stacker, good to see you, my friend. Bobby over there at Petty Jean River Homestead. Always good to see you, Bobby. So, we had... it was quite troublesome, actually, when... it's funny how things sort of build up to it, because all week she was saying, geez, I've got a migraine, you got some Panadol? And then, she'd go back down into her area of the house, and you wouldn't really see her until dinner time. Up she'd come, and she goes, this headache is really driving me nuts. And for a kid who's not a kid anymore, but for a person who's never, ever been to a doctor, never in her whole long life, she's never been to a doctor. And when she went to the hospital, when she said she was in pain, and then, believe it or not, it brings out, after so long, your skin starts to blotch. For some reason, you get these red dots and red things all over your face, and you start to swell. It was rather scary for a little bit. But anyway, it is hopefully under control. Like the gene. Yes. Thank you. And how's everyone been? It is no cameras outdoors. I filmed a little video for my Outback Tasmania garden that got let me say it was savagely attacked by a wallaby, and now I've just replanted more seedlings, and I have to really sort that issue out. If I'm going to have a garden, I have to have it semi-fenced as well, because yes, I'm putting the gardens. Anyway, long story, but we'll worry about that with another channel. This channel is all about having conversation. Happy to see you. Happy to see you too, Shawnee. Absolutely. Hope everything's going well. Yes, expanding brain nodules. Have you ever heard of that before? I've never heard of it, but your nodules in your brain get infected by a viral. It's a viral infection, and it expands, and it really pushes the brain against the liner and the skull, and you start to get headaches, obviously, and but anyway, she's inside recuperating downstairs at the moment, so we've had a strange couple of days. You know, when you're somewhere and the phone rings and it's somebody telling you that your daughter has been rushed to hospital, you better get in here, and you go, oh, you just drop everything and away you go. Well, it's one of those days. And then the doctors said everyone in the household had to be brain scanned, MRI scanned, and luckily enough, Radio Jonesy has a brain, and it is it shows signs of the virus, but viral. It's not a virus; it's a viral infection. So, what's the difference? Do not know. Someone out there in the medical world can educate me. But there is signs of it there, but I'm on the medication as well, so I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling chipper, actually. I've been out and about, walking around, taking the dog for a walk. I've been doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and even doing the washing and the drying right now in the laundry. I've been cooking, I've been grocery shopping, I've been very domesticated. And it's a long weekend this Monday for us. It is Harmony Day, I think they call it, only for the northern half of the island. The northern half of the island shuts down and the southern half stays open. Yeah, good to see you too, Bobby. Yes, can occur for many reasons. Good. Well, if anyone's going to find out how it all happens, Shawnee will be doing the research. But busy week here. Good to see you. Hope I've seen your garden tour. I hope I made a comment. I watched it on the TV. I'm not sure if I did. I've been watching YouTube just on TV. I hardly play with the phone at the moment, and let me tell you, the Tasmania Island Life channel, we're at 3,190 watch hours, so we got 810 to go to get to the 4K. So that's what the push is on for that one. Yeah, wallaby attack in the garden. One wallaby jumped the fence. I didn't see him jump in, but I did see him jump out. Yes, but so there's a number of what I've planned to do is just concentrate on putting a wildlife reserve at the back of the yard property and fence across the yard, so Charlie can have access to half of the yard. We don't have to let him climb right to the top. He can get up to enough mischief in the area we've planned for him. And if these wallabies do enter the top half of the yard, they can stay there for as long as they like. They can eat that grass down low and they can stay there for all I care. They can generate, they can play happy families, they can do all sorts of stuff up there. And if they stay there, that'll be fantastic. I could actually have a use for them. They'll keep the grass down and I don't have to go up the back. Yes, there's Bobby saying hi. Have the garden fenced itself. Yes, that's a possibility. That's probably the smartest choice. But aesthetically, what I want to do is have a garden where you just can, if they can hop over that fence at the side, I'm going to have to build a Fort Knox to keep them out. So the idea is to try to work out if they can get into the yard, make it easy for them to get in at a certain spot so they all come in that way and then they can't come down the hill. That's sort of like where I'm thinking for. And a couple of sturdy greenhouses that can be opened up for airflow in the hot weather. So I've got a few plans in place for that side of Outback Tasmania on that channel. So the greenhouses will be, like pretty sturdy structures. I'll be building them with assistance. And, we're going to we've been here now for so long, and these wallabies have been here a lot longer than us. There's Booby. I think it's 1 O and 2 B's. Ace. Unless you call on Booby a Bobby a Booby. That's usually the time I play my song, Jonesy. Where's Ed? Oh, there you go. See? Gee. Sorry, Ace. Oh, man. Yeah, we had beautiful day yesterday. It was about 18 degrees Celsius, blue sky, sunshine, no wind. The birds were everywhere, and we were sitting in the hospital. Yep. But anyway, that's the way things happen in a big city. What else has been happening? We've let's talk about comments on your videos. My last video, which was on this channel, on Radio Jonesy's channel, was a talk about superannuation. I was asked by somebody, it'll be good to get the facts out, because he said his wife was worried about it all. And if you could just sort of explain exactly what he wanted me to say, which was how much the government will give you if you retire and you've got, technically, if you've got nothing, the government here at the pension age of 67 will pay you, it's around $550 a week. And if you're a couple, the figure is $1,700 a fortnight. So what's that? That's about 1,800 to 9. So that's say 790 something a week for a couple. That's pretty good lifestyle. It's a pretty good pension, and it's pretty generous. And that's the idea. Like, a lot of people look at their superannuation, especially our age, when for one reason or another, when it was the government passed a law here saying the companies would have to pay 14% or 12% depending on your occupation, of your salary into your super, and it's done each week. Like each week, I'm getting $100 odd while I'm still working put into my super. So, you're looking at $5,000 a year if I keep working, and it's just going in the bank that I can get when I do retire. And then, as long as you haven't got assets of, I haven't got the exact numbers on me, but as long as you haven't got assets of like $700,000 or more, and that means the assets, the assets are an asset, house not included. So your home, if you own a home, is not included in assets. Man, if you read the comments, and I said that in the video, and if you read the comments, I got like 3 sections of commentators. Like, obviously the younger crowd are saying that us boomers are going to bleed the country dry, and if we can't sustain that, and we can't afford to buy a house, and it's all your fault. And if you go through the comments, oh man, it's bizarre. But they're going to get to the stage when they're going to retire, and they're going to love the fact that they're going to be looked after by the younger generation that's coming through, the younger taxpayers. But in saying all this, the comment section, there was the whinging whiners was one section of the comments. There was the thank you very much for explaining it. I'm really appreciate it. You've calmed my nerves, and that is a good little. I am single, and if I could live on $550 a week nicely, because I've paid off my house, I've only got a budget for my electricity and my rates, and when you're a pensioner, you get a discount on those as well. So there was and if you're a renter, you get given extra money for rent assistance. So, that figure is all different depending on where you live, how much you're paying in rent, and all this sort of stuff. So I've done this video really quickly because my friend wanted me to get it out so he could show his wife, which was motivation enough just to do a video because I knew I'd get one view. So I did that video, and it's done pretty well with a good couple of thousand things, and we definitely stirred the pot. So there's a good mixture of people whining, people thanking you very much, and that middle, they're saying, thanks for the information. I don't think I'll be able to survive living where I'm living on $500 a week, but I'll have to look at, like finding somewhere that's cheaper to live, another way of doing it, maybe get a granny flat, or maybe share a house with my brother, or all this sort of stuff. So there was a good mix of comments in the comment section, but definitely when you read some of them, one of them was saying, you're living in a fairy tale. Another one, is this satire? Another one was, you're bleeding the youth of the country, you boomer. Like, man, you gotta love social media. It's fabulous. It really is. I'm really enjoying it. Hey, the virus is a germ. A viral infection is the disease or illness that caused by the virus. Virus is a germ. A viral infection is the disease or illness caused by a virus. Okay. That sort of clears it up. Clears it up like muddy water. But yeah, that's they asked the crazy questions, like have you traveled lately? Have you done this? Have you been there? Do you have like indigenous friends? Have you got friends from foreign countries? If you do, which countries are they? All this sort of weird and wonderful stuff, questions. And she's saying, no, I live with me parents. I go to work a couple of days a week. I do this, I do that, and that's it. And and when they said, who's your doctor? And she says, I don't go to a doctor. Okay, when was the last time you've been to a doctor? And she goes, didn't you hear me? I've never been to a doctor. I don't go to a doctor. I've never been sick. And that, it was like the medical profession going, oh, here's one we've missed. It was quite bizarre. And what was quite bizarre is having an elderly child and you taking her through the hospital like you're thinking like she's 6 or 7, like, can you come with me, Dad? Yep, sure, no worries. Okay, Shawnee, we had a field trip to a trampoline park and then a nature centre. The next day we celebrated our birthday in the house, shopping, indoor play park, cake, and carved pumpkins. For tomorrow is trick or treat. Well, actually, it's today, Shawnee. It's the 31st. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and we've been here. This is like our fifth year of this since we lived in this house, and we haven't had one person at the door. So it's not really popular here. Certain areas of the country it is. This weekend I've tried to get new tyres put on a pickup. I tried to get new tyres put on and pick up a cow for the freezer. Okay. Yep. Why kick a moo cow? Okay, a garden with no borders is prettier. It definitely is. But my thoughts are, I can raise the fence on this side. I can put another capping on the fence, but only up so far. And then I can have my fence coming across the yard or the property. And then if they want to come in over the back, let them come in. That's my new project for the summer, is to get that done with a couple of greenhouses for next year, because my little greenhouse is working really well with my tomato experiments. Are working. I've got tomatoes growing in beach. I've actually got beach sand, which sort of works if you plant the seed just under the sand. I've realised I've put a few too deep, and the sand obviously packs with the water on top, and it's very hard for the seed to fight its way through. So I've worked that problem out. But yeah, I'm just doing little experiments and trying to work out what works, and then make a video in that vein for the Outback Tasmania channel. Yes, catch the conversation about the future of gardening with Shawnee Grows as a guest here in the replay. Okay, Shawnee, I think I watched that as well, actually. That was a very nice interview. You were the star of that interview, actually. You were right on top of it. You had your notes there. I could see you looking down, and you were prepared, as I thought you would be. And you smashed it out of the park. Oh, Katie's live. Okay. No problemo. Yeah, Jonesy. That's right. And welcome in. Big Cross. Like, that's your handle. What's your channel? Don't recognize the handles are a pain, aren't they? When the channels don't marry the handle. It was a nice day for us, Shawnee. 64 is very pleasant, let me tell you. Right now the computer's telling me it's 12 outside at 2:36 p.m. Yes, exactly. You're sitting in the... It's a lot better than the mainland, let me say that, but we're sitting in the waiting room and you see some sad guy come in with finger damage. He don't know how he done it, but he's got his hand all, and he can't feel anything on his hand and his fingers. He's worried that he's lost his hand. And it was just one big clump, and I go, oh man, I feel for the poor bug. Another guy come in with a busted collarbone, and he's all he's just walking in the door, like no ambulance or nothing, no help. He's just wherever he hurt himself, he drove himself to the hospital, and he's walked in with his sort of shoulders all weird, and he's I got extreme pain right here, and they had to rush him in, and then nothing worse than seeing little kids there too, to be honest. It's 38 Fahrenheit where you are. Okay, so you're cooling down. Extremely, you're starting to cool down quickly. There's Bacross. Yeah, the comments were crazy on that video. I'm going to do a second video probably tomorrow morning, maybe later on this evening, and talk about, it'll be part 2 of that video, just to see if I get the views, because I tell you what, the CPMs for that sort of talk is about $28 1,000. It's pretty cool. Okay, Bobby says it's 45. See, everyone's picking on our mate Gary there, Bobby. This poor old Gazza. He seems to be going through a rough patch right at this very present time. Good on you, Ace. It certainly is, Shawnee. And like living here, you don't. When I met Gary Beltloop for the first time, I realised the different system that he works under. How it's an average of your salary and all this sort of mumbo jumbo, but over here it's and I wish this would show the little jars of Vegemite, but Shawnee's just put them up on Radio Jonesy, and Ace is over on Ace is in Tasmania Island Live. I got 3 in Island Life and 6 in Radio Jonesy. Or 5 now. One's Jump Ship. Awesome. But yeah, I'm going to try to be live at this time every chance I get. Next week, this time will be... will this be too early for you, or would you like me to go an hour later? Because next week you'll be falling back. So whatever time it is where you are, it'll be an hour earlier. But for me, it will still be 2 o'clock on a Friday. But whatever Shawnee and Ace says is what I will do. Definitely. It is the wonderful Janet Potter. I didn't realise you were live. I was watching a gardening video. Well, I hope the gardening video was a nice one. I was just watching, is it Muddy Waters? The lovely lady from, I think she's in Yorkshire, in England. And she's living in the caravan in the paddock where they've got the land and they've got a couple of pigs. And she's only got about 200 subscribers. She's a very pleasant person to listen to. Gotta love that English pleasantries, the accents. The video, yep, that's the video. Yeah, definitely. And that was a rush. And that, let me say, Shawnee, that shows you how videos can work on YouTube. Like, that was a rushed video. That was, hey, mate, can you do this? Can you just explain it? And then I'll put it on tonight. And when I'm sitting at home with the missus, and she might, feel a bit more. she doesn't believe me. You know what I mean? Like she wanted to watch. He said if you say it, it's more believable for her. But so it was like I've got to do this video. So I've come out and got me facts and figures. I've got them there, and I've got the phone here, and I've done the video, and I've gone, and sure enough, it was pretty popular, because it is a interesting subject, depending on your age. And in Australia, any Australians who don't put money into their super at the moment are crazy, because it's the tax benefits you get. And you can put extra in and claim that back on your tax. There's all sorts of ways of the government are trying to get you to put. I'm catching up on you in subs. What are you at now, Shawnee? Whoa, look at next one. 2.4 on the views, and it was still climbing too. Actually, it was still on the up, which is pretty cool. Your 2:30 is my 10:30. Okay, is that going to be next week? Oh, then okay. Then your 2:30 will be my 9:30. Is 9:30 too early in the evening for you, Shawnee? That's what I'm asking. Or 9 p.m. is your time to go live anyway, isn't it? And when are you going live again? What's the story there? Breaking news from the Radio Jonesy's headquarters. Show times are changing after the November. God, you're good. Keep the dials tuned. Yep, I'm going to lock them in this weekend. They're going to be there's going to be a couple, especially for Australia, like 8 p.m., 7 p.m., and maybe a 6 p.m. my time. And then there's going to be this. I'll definitely do this one. My 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. on a Friday. I really enjoy this. And I think the Saturday morning one will go, and it'll be a Saturday afternoon one, or might even be a Friday afternoon one, depending if Shawnee's going live. Because I know Des goes live for about 5 or 6 hours. Well, I want to use some of that time in the afternoon. I think the gardening crowd probably goes live as well. I'm not sure. So we're going to try to work all that out. And then when I can work out what is best fit for me, I will lock them in. Like the game show host would say, lock it in. Yeah, Outback Tasmania sort of... the more shorts you do, the more subscribers you get. Have you realised that one yet, Shawnee? Yep. Okay. Unique prepping. I don't think I might have seen that one. I have to check that one out, Shawnee. Send me an email, Shawnee. It's the only way I keep on top of things at the moment. Oh, Brandon. Thank you. Let's go, Brandon. Good to see you. They better not have. Let me have a look at this. What have we got here? Fourth. Just been put on a job with my contracting company. Let me have a look at hit the calendar. Oh, good. Yeah, the 4th is Tuesday. Yeah, Melbourne Cup Day. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, I'll be happy with that. Worry about that on Tuesday. Yeah, tell me how you really feel. It is. Oh, crap. What else are they sending me? Who talks to me at this time of the afternoon? Shift confirmed. Yep. Yeah. So it's it is anything to do with finance. Shawnee seems to work, even though it's down as education. If you should do one of the cost of gardening or something, and put it down as education, and see what your CPM becomes. Because we all can't live on super chats and memberships forever. We got to get the ad revenue. That's where it's really at. If seriously in YouTube, I know, man, super chats are fantastic, and memberships are fantastic as well. But let's get the money from these big companies that put ads on your. Hey, we're getting these in Australia. We're getting these AI ads, and it's got all these famous people, like the Prime Minister, the richest lady in the country. There's Dick Smith, all these famous Australians. So they've AI them, and they've got them reading a message about joining this once in a lifetime opportunity. It is an investment in the stock market, and if you put $450 in this account tomorrow, you will receive exactly like $2,000 in your first week, and it is government backed. If you don't make $2,000 in the first week, the government will pay you $40,000 in reparation fees. All this absolute trash, lies. It's a scam. These ads just keep rolling on YouTube. Like, yeah, what's the go there? Well, how can they just run ads that are absolute lies? And I screenshotted a couple of them. They come in my ads, like my videos as well. Oh, for Outback, I need to eat. I'm only at 200 watch hours. As for Tasmania Island Life, I need 810. All right, well, I'll be locking that in. And even if I'm in the car, I will go live from the car until I get back to the house. So I will lock that time in, Shawnee. Yeah, Muddy Puddles Farm. That is a fabulous channel. Lovely. What is that lovely lady's name? Her accent, her pleasurable tones. It's just relaxing to watch. And the two pigs that are churning up her property, like how she's using the pigs to churn the fields, and then she's planting gardens into where the pigs were, fertilizing and churning and turning the soil. Ace, you are a star. I hope your package will arrive soon, Ace. I really do. I'm still waiting too on the package of the coins from the Australian Mint. So I haven't even received an email to say they've been sent yet. So they did say they were for Christmas. It's just a jump to the left, Bobby, and then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips and bend your knees in tight and let your pelvis roll. Let me sing. Let's do the time warp again. That's no good, Bobby. Well, I hope everything's well, mate. It's good to do, mate. I'm telling you, when you reach 60, this is one of my mainstay topics. Keep on top of your health, whichever way you can. Like, I've got to drop weight. I'm way too heavy. The best way I've been doing it lately, I've been losing a few kilos, a few pounds. I've been taking little Charlie on a walk up and down the street and around the corner and back up and down the street and taking him down the beach. Meant. Better set the alarm. How's the weather? Well, David D. It is currently, actually, you can type it in, actually, can't we? We can do the weather here, can't we? Let's have a look. Let's try the weather. Everyone, let's try the weather. I know when everyone tries it, there's a bit of a gap. Now, let me see if I can catch up here. I have blood work results next week. Nice to be on top of things. Curious what the weather's like for everyone. Type in. Good on you, Shawnee. Why do we even talk? Shawnee's on top of everything. Bobby's getting blood work. You know what? That's like your data. The blood work will tells everything, you know. So, and I'd be a terrible drug addict because I got very tiny veins, and so was my middle daughter. They always just like a pincushion trying to draw blood. David. Okay, I might be live Friday, which is my Saturday, and Sunday, which is my Sunday. Waiting to hear from the ladies are cancelling their shows. Okay, well, you tell me when you're live, Shawnee. And if you want to guest on your show, just send me an email, and I will be on there and be talking up how good Shawnee Grows is. And we can talk about how we pushed each other to the end of to the start line. Because I love the way Bowtie talks about getting to the finish line. High Country Homestead, welcome in and awesome to see you. What is the weather like there? I hope it is nice. Because, hey, how come High Country Homestead's channel comes up with no symbol? See? High Country Homestead, and then up comes Shawnee Grows. Is that Shawnee Grows? What is going on? Did I just text? Did work? Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. See how High Country Homestead hasn't got the handle? That's a strange one. Maybe it's an Australian thing. That's just this. Anyway. The cost of gardening sounds like a lot of math. No, not really. You gotta wing it, Shawnee. You gotta go with the ballparks. You gotta go with things like the costs of buying your seedlings or growing them from home, like collecting the seeds yourself. You do all this anyway. You know, the cost of a seedling at a big box store is what? Like if you go buy a tomato plant as a seedling, what is it? $6? Is it $5? Is it $12? And then when you bring your own tomatoes and you save the seeds out of a bad tomato or a unripened tomato or whatever, or leftovers, you know, and you get yourself plants. That's what I've done out the back here. YouTube Shop Talk, yeah. Yes, AI ads, they're terrible over here. I want to screen record one to show people. And it's like the those air conditioning ads. You see the little square thing that's a scientist from NASA left or whatever because he decided to make this micro air conditioner and the big corporations were going to take his experiment and turn him, and he just said no. The real people, the same commercial with the same line, different product, different name, exactly the same commercial. Man, they're everywhere. Oh, I spoke too early. I found you all. I was in the other chat and I was by myself. All right, now I get this now. So if you're in Tasmania, so Gandalf's in too now. G'day Gandalf, good to see you, buddy. Let me try something. So on tour with Radio Jonesy's just posted out in Tasmania. Yep. So isn't that weird? I'm doing 2 lives together, and in Radio Jonesy is registering your handles, and in Tasmania Island Life it's registering your normal channel name. Good to see you and welcome in. And how's the weather? $810 watch hours for, yep, that's what I got left to get. And then I'll be at 4K. And then it's up to me to get a video that's worth 2,000 views or 10,000 views or 100,000 views. Imagine that, Shawnee. But I've got other. Here's an interesting one. This channel comes into my video and writes, "G'day, mate." So as soon as I say "G'day, mate," you think, okay, they're Australian. Loved your video, man. The picture quality is amazing. What camera? What sort of device are you using? Is it a phone? Is it a camera? What are you using? I need to know. And then I'm thinking, why does he need to know? So I go to his channel, and he's doing the drive around Tasmanias as well. Exactly what I'm doing. He's doing the same stuff. And I just said to him, well, mate, it's a trade secret. Oh, Joe, okay, thanks. No, I just told him I'm using my phone. It's a Galaxy A55, and that's all you need to use. It seems to work really well with stabilization. And he's come back with, geez, thanks. He said, I'm filming the island as well. I said, oh, yeah, good on you, mate. And said, so it's a bit of a competition, but hey, it's YouTube. My videos go some direction, his will go others. It's bloody cold in Tasmania today again. We've just dropped down to 11 Celsius, which isn't really cold. But for springtime, we want warmth. We want sunshine. We want to be in T-shirts and shorts and walking on the sand down at the beach. We don't want to be rugged up in hoodies and tracksuit pants and wearing joggers. I was wearing no shoes for a while today. And then I slipped me joggers on with no socks. You know when you do that and you shouldn't. because your sneakers or your joggers will start to get sweaty and start smelling a little bit. Well, I sense that is happening as we speak. Oh, check this out, will you? Have a look at this. Is this not cute or what? There is little Charlie. He is sound asleep. Oh, as soon as I say it, look at him. Hey, Charles. He's curling up. He's cold too. Yeah, when dogs curl up into a ball, you know they're cold. Yeah, the old room's looking a little bit different. I haven't worn this hat for a while. I got two of them sitting out here. That's the messy corner. But anyway. Okay, so being professional. Seem to like that camera. All right, little Charlie. He's just yawning. I fed him some. I went to a roast chicken up at the supermarket. Brought it home, pulled it apart. Got the legs and the wings and gave them to the daughter with some potato bake for lunch. I've been a very domesticated person, and then I pulled the chicken breasts off and saved them for another thing that we've got planned. But I pulled the chicken apart and put a little bit of it into his doggy bowl, and he had a lovely feast of roast chicken for lunch. Now he's just sleeping it off out here in the cool. I got the door open here, so the breeze is just coming straight in on him. But anyway, we finally made it down to Gandalf. Hi, mate. Good to see you, and welcome in. And I'll tell you what, Gandalf. I'll tell you what, I was just about to share the link, but I remember you saying it doesn't work for you on EV Mux. And I'm on EV Mux because I'm on live on 2 channels, which... Welcome to the show. Yeah. And thanks for coming in on Tasmania Island Life as well, by the way, because I am trying to get some watch time up there. And I do get, surprisingly enough, I get apologies from some people that say, I'm very sorry I missed your live. I'm watching the replay now, which is really not what I really want people to do. A live is good to be there at the live. My lives aren't like other people's lives. My lives are just hanging out and having a good time. I got lonely on the chat. No one was talking to me yet. I'm sorry about that. Gandalf arrived. And Shawnee's there now, I think. Or am I on the wrong one? I've got one here running myself. Yep. There we go. Now, look, my phone tells me there's only one person in Tasmania Island Life. And if I come up here to the split says there's only one person there. So that one person is me. So welcome in to me. Anyway, here we go. You come over to Jonesy. It's all good. I will at least get 1 or 2 hours on there. I got to put some more videos out over the weekend. I'll try to get down to Devonport where the nice lighthouse, and watch the ferry come in one evening or go out one evening. That's going to be one of my missions. Weather. It's raining again. Oh no! Man. Anyway. Hey, we're all here, we're all breathing, we're all alive, we're all having a good time. After yesterday, we were a bit concerned, and today we're a lot relaxed. Shawnee's very inquisitive. Getting off jump ship. He's over here. Hi, folks. If I go live on Tasmania Island Live, people will find me there, won't you? I'm sort of a bit concerned if I anyway, we'll work out which one I'm going to do live at this time. I will lock that in. So here comes Ace with her weather, and I am 14 minutes behind. Sorry about that. The weather for Ace in Morrilton. Is that how you say it? Morrilton. Is temperature 45, Fahrenheit 7. Ooh, gee. Now that's colder than me. Humidity 94%, so you must be due for some rain. Look at this, Radio Jonesy. Didn't work, did it? It did not work. Hey, look at that. I typed that in the... I typed that in on EV Mux. So there you go. There is Radio Jonesy. And there is, man, Tasmania Island Life. That's pretty cool. And then comes Shawnee Grows with that wonderful postcode. Weather for Minneapolis. Conditions are partly cloudy. Temperatures of 42 Fahrenheit, 6 Celsius. Wind is blowing from the south-southwest at 3 miles an hour, and humidity is 86%. Well, we got humidity of 100%. It's raining. It's raining again. And Janet Potter's come in to see what the weather's like where the lovely Janet is, and it is in Lee Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. 63 Fahrenheit, 17 Celsius. That is near perfect weather. Wind is blowing at 1 mile an hour, which is relatively nothing. Nice light breeze. Humidity 92%. Well, that's a bit muggy, but I love that sort of high teens and sunshine. Here comes Ace, who listens to the radio. I am good, thank you, Shawnee. Have finished early today, as it is raining a bit at the moment, so I will stay until it stops. I'll be editing on the weekend. I need to catch up, so I'll be logging in. I've been very disappointed with my YouTube feed lately. Like, I don't know how everyone else is feeling. Seems to be like a lot of, hey, Buttloop, good to see you, mate. Seems to be like a lot of, they're pumping a lot of channels towards you that you really don't, you're not enjoying or you don't really want, or seems to be my experience recently. So check out Ace if you want to see some wonderful fish tanks. Go over and see Ace's snails and fish. Absolutely lovely. And the weather for Bobby in Havana is clear, 6 Celsius. It's cooling down, my friend. Wind is blowing from the southeast at 0. Why would it even say that? Wind is blowing from the southeast at 0 miles an hour and 0 kilometers an hour. Current humidity 93%. All right. I might try this actually. We'll have a look at this. No, we won't be doing that one. Cancel. This one. Okay, well, there is the EV Mux link. If anyone wants to come up for a chat, we've got about 50 minutes to the 2-hour time limit. So that's EV Mux, unfortunately, Gandalf. I could change that later, but let's have a look at the. We got 6 and 5. Well, we got 5 people over in Tasmania Island Life, and that would be Beltloop, Shawnee Grows, Ace. Wonderful. Thanks for popping in. And let me just write. I've got to sprint through the chat. Where have we got here? Is that Bobby? That was Gandalf. For Minerva. How do I say that? Minerva. It says Minerva. Minerva. I don't know. I'm saying it wrong, I'm sure. Conditions of showers in the vicinity. Temperature is 7 Celsius. I see the cool weather's coming in for you guys. That's 44. And wind is 11 miles an hour from the west-northwest. Humidity 93%. Gandalf, hope you got a jumper on, my friend. Wow, you guys are warmer than me. Well, we're 11 Celsius here as we speak. Rain is coming down. Wind is a bit. It's just a crappy old day in Tasmania today. Yesterday was magnificent. Yesterday was, oh man, springtime's fabulous. Great to be alive. All that sort of. Oh, the birds are in the grass. Yeah, so watching the wildlife. Where I'm not a mod, I found a channel where I am not a mod. Gandalf. So where's that Gandalf? Which one? Oh yeah, over here. Oh, I wish I could fix that for you, Gandalf. But I'm a very slow operator. And Gary, yeah, we're in the emergency room yesterday for the daughter got. She had extreme headaches and for the week, and then yesterday was just she was rushed to the hospital room with like her face started to swell, and then she was getting blotches on her face, extreme headaches, and they found that she had expanding nodules in her brain, and she's on special medication. Spent the night in hospital, or a day and the night, and then come home a few hours ago and is resting at home on medication. Still sore, like very skin was sore to touch. It was ears were sore, behind her eyes was sore. It was all like a bit scary. It was for a while, and medical staff were fantastic. They found it ASAP, and yeah, they were very, very professional. And then because it was a viral infection, the house had to, like, the wife and myself had to be tested as well. And they put us through the MRI man, we went there because she was sick, and then they said, oh, look, this is like a viral infection, which could be from the house, could be from pets, could be from places you've been, food you've eaten, could be all sorts of stuff. And the wife was completely fine, and I had a little bit of, I had whatever it is. They said I had it, so that I'm on the medication as well. But I feel fine. But it is a bit troubling. It is, and what it does do, it opens your eyes up to say, hey, go to the doctors regularly, even if you don't feel like you need to be there. Go to the doctors and just get checked out every now and again. It's like your body should be like a car, a well-oiled machine. You should be able to, if you feel something not right, go get it tested and checked out, and make sure you're running fine, because sadly this week, and strangely enough, a really fine good friend of ours passed away this week with brain cancer. She's been sick for about a year now. They said about 8 months ago that she hasn't got long to go, and they said weeks, and she went for about another 8 months. So I take my hat off to her and her family. They were yes, she did go for about 8 months, and it was very troubling that that you lose a close friend. It's just shows you the age we are, and how the world's just going to crap, and good people. She was a wonderful person, let me say that. She was a great friend and missed by everybody. And a very clever lady, made a fortune in the building of shopping centres. She was like the person that used to get the marble from Tuscany and the different artworks from all around the world, and and she'd go all over the country when a new shopping centre would get designed. That she was always part of that team that built and brought in the big clients. They basically open up a shopping centre and then send out messages to the big companies. You too could have a room in our building, but it will cost you X amount, sort of thing. And made a fortune in that game. But sadly, she's not with us, and a fabulous contributor to the music scene, like a supporter, a fan, a girlfriend to a guy. I'll just say that. Can't say a good friend. But she was a wonderful person. She was. She's going to be sadly missed. Anyway, I better stop thinking about her because I'm getting. All right, let's get back into this. Let me just concentrate on living my life and enjoying my. She was good friends with my wife, let me say, and my wife was shattered. But anyway, we all got to keep moving forward. Oh, all right, let me focus. My new saying is, start where you want to finish. Get everything you need to finish what you started. Get everything you need to finish what you started. Start where you want to finish. Well, put that in a running race. So start where you want to finish. You're not going to run far, but you're going to be there. I like that. Okay, let me just run down the list. Everyone's saying hi. What did you say you get off? Hi Country Homestead, we are over at his Radio Jonesy channel. Yeah, they're jumping and changing, but this is 25 minutes ago. Let me just speed up the process. Good evening. Hi there, test. On to Radio Jonesy, see you here, blah, blah, blah. Shawnee Grows. Let me just... I'm just going to scroll down. It wouldn't be frightening. It would be exhilarating watching the numbers come in. Okay, Demus is going for the weather for the Darien Center, New York. And it's drizzling at the moment. We must have the same weather pattern, I tell you. It is just, I don't know, it's just cool and drizzly. Like, we should have the fire going today, but I'm just putting all that off. I'm trying not to run the fire, just keeping the house all sealed up. Okay, the Darien Center is 45, which is 7 Celsius. Wind is blowing from the west at 7 miles an hour. And the humidity is 94%. So everyone's cooling down over in the United States. Okay, everyone's saying hello. I'll just keep. Yeah, see, that's how far behind I am. Sleeping Charlie, and he's still. Oh, that got his attention. There was a noise outside. There's Charlie. He's still there. Charlie was supposed to go to the groomers when all this chaos kicked off. And he was booked in. And it's a bit hard to take Charlie to the groomers when 3 of us are in hospital. And because these groomers are dog. Who would have thought dog groomers in a small city like ours? Yeah, very cold for spring. Yeah, well, we're the same. We're 11, and for spring, like, no wonder my tomato seedlings aren't just growing at all. They're only minute. I've got a video coming out on my other channel later today. But yeah. Good on you, Ace. All right. Demus, are you going to bed? Here we go. I don't think we've had 18 yet this spring. Oh, yesterday was the best day ever. Like, I was taking my hat off. I was getting sun on this part of my head for the first time in a long time, and it felt great. There's noises coming from inside the house, but there is somebody at home. What is your keyboard? I have a Roland D5. Well, mine is not a Roland D5. Mine is an absolute old cheapie. It can be plugged in. It's just a basic keyboard for playing chords, basically. That's what I use it for. And I've got like a couple of guitars, a couple of amps, the drum kit. I'm trying to get the studio set up so everything that we need is here. For when a couple of friends come over, we usually, have a bit of a play and a bit of a muck around. But that's basically, for me, I can just do chords. I just like the chords, and yeah, and I've got visions. I've got visions of doing a song. You know, music's so AI style. You can, if you do it correctly through AI, and you put in the song the way you really want it to work, and the lyrics and the bridge and the structure of the song and the tempo, you can work that AI stuff really well. And I'm enjoying doing that, but because I'm doing that, I'm now saying I want to go back to old school and build a song by recording, some chords, some keys, some drum beats, and some guitar. I'm no guitar player. I gotta really seriously take some lessons. That was for Charlie. Yeah, roast chicken is great. It is great for Charlie. He loves it. This is Charlie's diet. Charlie gets roast chicken, cooked sausages, cooked rissoles or ground beef or whatever, hamburger, whatever you want to call them. And then he has rice with potato, peas with mince meat, ground beef in a mix. He has that, and then he goes back to his roast chicken, sausages. It just rotates around. He hasn't eaten any prepared dog food. He is one spoilt little pooch. He's treated like another member of the family, which he basically is. He's starting to get a bit boisterous, which is a little bit troublesome. Everyone's saying hi, which is nice. Yeah, sorry, Gandalf. I will do StreamYard in my next one. Roast chicken. Yep. What we got here? Oh, monetization check is on. I haven't done that, Shawnee. Now, I'll excuse if you get an ad popping up, but I'm just going to do this. You know what? I was sort of, it's been sort of crazy the last few hours. I've been doing a few odd things. And switch account. Thanks for reminding me, Shawnee. I've got half an hour to go. Where have I got to go here? No, I've got to go here. Got to go to there. I hope you're doing well, Beltloop. I haven't got down to you yet. He's probably come or gone. Content. Live. All right, so I've just clicked the button. So if anyone gets an ad, just tell me what it was. And I apologize in advance. All right, let me, Ace, yep. Hit the thumbs up. Sure. All right, let me just, there we go. There's Beltlet with his brand new avatar with the dog, the flag, and the belt in a loop. That is belt loop 29. Oh, I'm just scrolling down. Okay, let's see what we got here. Shawnee Grows, I probably wouldn't be at your live 23 hours from now. I promised Wendy I would be at her Halloween live 24 hours from now. Wendy, I haven't seen Wendy for a long time, so she's back, is she? She's back doing her thing. Let me, we're talking Wendy. And, is this Wendy?
Hey guys, so I am Southern Sun and Grown. My name is Wendy, and I listen to ARI. Hey y'all, I am Wendy. I am Southern Sun and Grown, and I am from Tennessee, and I listen to ARI.
Yes, Australian Radio Indie. That was one of my. That's probably 4-year-old. That I'd reckon. Anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, there'll be a lot of it's Halloween here right now, so we should be doing the. It's just a jump to the left, and then a step to the right. Put your hands on your head, and bend your knees in tight. I'm just hearing the read that's coming through the phone right now. Oh, Wendy, she was awfully loud. I apologise for that too. Either the weather isn't working on... No, the weather's not working on Tasmania Island Life. It's only working on Radio Jonesy. Sorry, Gary. Feel free to jump over. Here is the man, the myth, the legend, Planet Jonesy 6713. Hello, good to see you, and hope you're not shivering because it's raining and cool where we are. And see, this comment was made in Tasmania Island Life because it's the channel name, and this here was with the handle is Gandalf, who was watching in Radio Jonesy. So there's a difference. With why, I do not know. It's strange, that, isn't it? Especially when you're doing two lives at the same time. One's showing the handles and one's showing the channels. Okay, let me just scroll down a bit. I better show this one. Gandalf, oh fancy, you rock star. And I'll show this one as well. I've been watching your snails and fish, Ace. Yeah, it's been, and up comes the automatic, your live recording will end automatically in 30 minutes due to your plan limits. Please, to continue, basically come and spend some money. That's what they're saying. Here comes Gaza, and Gaza is saying, thank you for coming in, helping you with watch hours. Shawnee Grace is greatly appreciated, and you are too, Gary. You are very much appreciated here. He's one of the OGs, like Belt Loop 29, Devil Dog. We go way back from when we were not monetized. Everyone was help pushing each other to get there and encouraging. It was good times. I'm co-streaming with myself. Yeah, Gandalf. Okay, Gandalf. All right, I'm just going to take 5 here. Excuse for all you lovely people out there who don't like rock music. Go get yourself a cup of tea. But for Gandalf, this is one of my new AI songs. This is Radio Jonesy.
Joseph, turn it up, turn it up. Kick in the static, let the signal roar. Jones is talking, you want more. No scripts, no suits, just raw and loud. Say it like it is, stand out from the crowd. Midnight rant, or that morning blast. You blink and boom, the moment's past. Every combo hits like a runaway train. Truth and a mic running through your brain. Yeah, fire up the feed, let the people know this ain't your average radio show. Wow! Radio show, yeah! Voice of the loud and the free. From the basement to the stars, we're breaking chains, not playing parts. Out of Radio Jones, oh, the real ones come to be. Turn it up, don't touch that dial. It's truth with grit and a rebel smile. Opinions clash, the sparks will fly, but it's all respect on the other side. No echo chamber, no fake facade, just real connection, and that's the night. You bring your thoughts, we light the match. 1,000 minds, a million paths. It's chaos, it's calm, it's talk that bites, and Jones, he's leading through the night. No gimmicks, no mask, no fake applause, just soul to soul and a little bit raw. Not a Radio Jones, voice of the loud and the free. It's not just talk, it's how we fight to find some truth in the noise and light. Not a Radio Jones, turn the silence into heat. So plug it in and let it burn. 'Cause once you hear it, you won't return. No! So no filter, no fear, just say it loud. You don't need perfect to make us proud. This is the place where voices rise, and Jones is leading with open eyes. Out on Radio Jones, hey, voice of the bold and the brave. You're true, you're fire, it's your stage. Let them talk, but we're too loud to cage. Out on Radio Jones, hey, where the misfits finally see that every word can start a flame, and every flame can carve a name. Yeah. Jonesy, 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 Radio Jonesy, 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 yeah. Radio, hey. Jonesy, 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 Radio Jonesy, 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 yeah. Talk that hits like a git solo.
Yeah, for all you who don't like rock music, I apologise, but that is one of the rock songs I did there, Gandalf. Kylie Minogue was hugely popular. She sure was. She got some great dance music. I was a big fan back in the day. Big fan, let me tell you. And even Danny, her sister. They're, and she's got good music producers. She's got good management, good writers, and she's done well for herself. And thanks, Gandalf. Song rocks. She started as an actress on Neighbours on a TV show. Yeah, she was even in kids' television shows before Neighbours, and she was Michael Hutchins from In Excess, his girlfriend for a while. But yeah, Good Neighbours with Felicity Kendall. I didn't know she was on it. Good Neighbours. That's different. Neighbours is, well, they've just finished producing that show too. They've done away with it. I was listening to an ABC radio program the other day where they've sent all of the props, all of the clothes, all of the gear from their studios to Goodwill, to all these Goodwill stores. Were getting all these clothes from all the actors, and probably were getting collector's items if they were signed. Imagine if they were signed. Not Good Neighbours. Neighbours. Yes. Let me... Do, 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 do. It's a hit so low. Okay, here we go. I've got to go back to here. I've got to go over to here and go share screen. Share screen, go to share, go, here we go. Am I sharing it yet? No, I'm not. Add to screen. I will minimize me, we'll go full screen. Get rid of that. There we go, there is, let me see if I can, there is Kylie Minogue, a young Kylie Minogue. Are we sharing that? No, it didn't come up. Okay, so then we'll go, why wouldn't that come up? Okay. All right, didn't come up. But there is Kylie, Jason Donovan. Look at the hair. Look at the hair there. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful memories. And here we go. Let me go back to there. And then go, there's Kylie of today. It's not going to show that, is it? Actually, my computer's having a meltdown. I'm showing too much. But anyway, there is Kylie of today. The TV show was Neighbours, and the wonderful Kylie Minogue. All right, we'll just leave Kylie there. My phone just gave me a message. It is Lord David Thompson. That's not, look, isn't that? There's a friend of mine, right? He just sent me a message. He just said, "Hey mate, hope all is well. If you need anything, I'm here. Just a call away, or message me. Take care." All right. See what happens when you got friends in the world, in the real world. Yeah, that's nice. All right. Get back to the comments. And yes, Gary, if you're still here, I skipped a lot of comments there, wherever I stopped. Okay, let's just go here. Here's Ace. So you like the rock version, Ace? I took time in doing that one. I actually, if I was going to be in a band, I would be saying, "Okay, guys, we're playing this song. It's all about me," and I would brag about it. Let me say, it's for my YouTube channel. We're going to play it. Here it is. Start to learn it. Here we go. Gandalf. There was also a duet with Kylie Minogue called "Wild Roses Grow." Nice. Loving the tune. Radio Jonesy music drop. If you're feeling it. Yep. Thank you, Shawnee. Well, anyway, I showed the old. Ooh. Yep, Kylie Minogue, definitely one of a kind. Isn't it strange how like a celebrity will live their life like she has, like no children, just everything's the career. It's a hugely successful family. Oh yeah, back in the day, Locomotion. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Oh, yes, I remember. Showing my age. I think we've already been down this road. I'm just, I think, yep. Jeez, I've already been here. What have I done? Here we go. Jason Donovan. I remember his dad. Terry. Is it Terry Donovan? He was in the cop shows, like, what were those? What was that Queensland cop show? I mean, the Victorian cop show that he was in. His dad. It makes me feel old. It definitely does too. Like, man, like I was saying before, I lost a good friend this week, and she was absolutely wonderful. Yeah, and brain cancer got her. I planned on doing a montage of photos, and I asked, would it be okay if I did that? And one of her children said no. That's fine. You don't need to do that. So, okay, I said, that's fine. I just thought I'd ask. Your mother was a much loved member of the community, the music community. And then I got the invite to the funeral, and, yes, life goes on. Yes, that's a great show, Vicar of Dibley. I like the way where she used to jump in the puddles and disappear, like go 6 foot down, disappear. Oh, man, it's chilly out here. Yes, I love the British comedies. Here we go, the Down Under Cruises. Good to see you, mate. And yes, I am live, and I hope you're not at work. And I see you in Radio Jonesy. I'm also live on Tasmania Island Live. Yes, Terry. Yep. Thanks for that. No, it wasn't Blue Heelers. It was like Division 4 or some. I remember this like big, solid unit was the sergeant or something, and he was like the go get him, Terry. My buddy in Vegas says, "Hi y'all, I got him on the phone. Well, buddy in Vegas, how's he going in Vegas? Is he warm? I'm assuming they get cold because it's the desert, but it can't get that cold, surely." Say hi all the way from Tasmania. Bobby. Cop Shop. That was probably it. Cop Shop. Is there any one way to find out? Cop Shop cast. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. Tony Bonner, Paula Duncan, George Malby, Peter Adams, George Gregory Ross, Gil Tucker, Liz Birch, Joanna Lockwood. Okay. Only one way to find out. Just Google Terry Donovan. Okay, yes, he was in Cop Shop. Cop Shop between 1977 and 1984. Let me go here, go over to here. And for all you Americans, we are reminiscing. Share screen. Terry Donovan, share that. And then we come back to there. We go to there. And that is Jason Donovan's dad. That is Terry Donovan. And where are we? There. Doesn't he look like Joe? Doesn't he look like his son look like him there? And down here in the Cop Shop. He was in Cop Shop, The Money Movers, The Getting of Wisdom, Breaker Marine, Division 4. Yeah, Division 4 was probably the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Division 4. That's what I was thinking of. Remember this? This was a classic. I love that show. When I was a young bloke growing up. Who remembers Division 4? Back to this page. All right. That's enough of reminiscing of old TV shows. Let me go back to the chat and we will jump back into there. Okay, back into the chat. Yeah, Division 4, what I was remembering. Australia, I have way through the movies with Ted and Alice. Not sure if I'd finished it. Dawn French is in it. That's why I tried to watch it. Ted and Alice. All right. Let me just run it up. I have not seen that one. Gandalf? No. Hello there, fellow Aussie. There's the Sean from the Down Under Cruises. Fantastic channel that you talks all things cruising, runs a charity to benefit people with disabilities, people with who have never cruised before for one reason or another, and their charity organises. They've put a few people on cruises now. Yes, Division 4, glory days of television. He's going to work now. He works at Ellis Island in Vegas. Awesome. So we're looking at the watch here. We've got about 8 minutes to go before the official cutoff of the EV Max, a free version, which gives you 2 hours live, and then it says, get out of here. Go on, get. As somebody says on their YouTube channel. I can't remember his name. Susan. Oh, sorry, Susan. I am. Did someone say O'Malley? I'm Susan. I got to remember Susan. Or do you like Sue for short? Probably not. I am Sean of the Jungle. I am in Bentley. I am Sean of the Jungle, strong as he can be. My name is Bill. What was that? What movie was it? That was, that was on I Want to Be Straight. I want to be straight. I'm sick and tired of taking drugs and staying up late. Oh man, why do all these things flash into my brain from days gone by? Okay, we've got 6 minutes left. I used to live in Northcote, but moved to the country a few years ago. Nice to meet you, Sean. Yep, Sean's off in a couple of weeks to the US for a cruise, flying out of Melbourne to, where are you going to land? Dallas, Fort Worth, and then where are you heading after that? You're going down to Florida, jumping on a cruise ship, dodging a few hurricanes. Wish you all the best on that cruise, Sean. Homicide. That was another good show. Terrible name when you look at it like that. Welcome to Homicide. So many good TV shows, yeah, that we grew up with over here. Okay, I just got a warning on my screen. Good on your EV Max. Your live recording will end automatically in 5 minutes due to stream limitations on the free plan. If you want to upgrade, please click here. Don't want to upgrade yet. I'm sort of, I don't know if I enjoy EV Max. It is good how you can multi-stream and stuff like that. Thanks, Shawnee. Cop Shop, another great show. Yeah. Nearest town is Mansfield in the high country. Got they were snow sledding there not that long back. You want to go over there and check that video out, Sean? And how nice is it for a tree change, like a farm change? Like, my last video on this channel on Radio Jonesy, like I said this at the start of the show, I talked about basically no superannuation. Don't worry, this is what you will get from the government, as in your pension. And I got hammered by a number of people saying, you got to be joking, I can't live on $550 a week when I retire. Rent here is $400 a week and blah, blah, blah. And a whole gamut of these sort of comments come in. Is this satire? Is this a joke? You boomers are ruining the country. All this sort of comments. And then I had, thanks for the information. You've put me at ease. That is a nice way to think about it, that even though I haven't got a lot of superannuation behind me, I know that the pension I can survive on it. And I got these lovely heartwarming comments as well. It just shows you what YouTube's all about. It is good people, crazy people, fun people, friends, foe, family. Everyone is here. So we talked about that right at the start of this live. Ian Jury, that's right. Ian Jury and the Blockheads. I want to be straight. I want to be straight. I'm sick and tired of taking drugs and staying up late. I've played in a band and we've played that song it wasn't rehearsed. It was nothing. It was just, hey, do we know this song? Let's do it. Good on your Ace. Ace's show on the way. Type radio in and up pops Ace's channel. And like everyone in the chat here, we haven't got a lot of people here, but everyone knows everyone. We have nobody over at Tasmania Island Life, and we have 7 wonderful people here in the dying stages of this live. We have about a minute or so to go. So let me just say thank you to the channel members. Thank you, Ace, Demoose, and Shawnee Grows. Wonderful people that have joined the channel. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I'd like to thank everyone who's come in. Gandalf Smith, an absolute legend. Susan over at, how do I say that channel? Northeast Victoria, Australia. That's, what's your channel name? Official channel name? Oh, man, I'm hopeless. Well, thanks for coming in, Susan. At Northeast Victoria, Australia. Probably want to, I don't know what you want to do. I shouldn't be giving advice. Thanks, Bobby, for coming in. I really do appreciate you. And everyone else, Sean, obviously here at the Down Under Cruisers, thanks for coming in towards the end. And everybody else, if I've missed you, please leave a comment right now and I'll be able to... High Country Homestead. Try changing your handle to that if that's what you want, or maybe you can't. I'm not sure, because